Last but not least, the USA, man. Look, Greg Berhalter. Let me zoom this up a little bit.
Man.
Greg, you're playing games, bro. I don't know what you're doing, but you're gonna. Let me tell you this. You're gonna. Let me listen. You're gonna fuck around and help the USA miss out again because of your shit. I just want to put it out there. Pardon my language, but it ain't looking good. USA supposed to be that kings of Concacaf right about now. It ain't looking good. Okay? Just want to say that right now. Talk to me.
This is going to sound a little bit cocky. The only thing preventing us from finishing first and rampaging is not Canada, it's not Mexico, it's Greg Berhalter.
Ourselves. Exactly.
That second 45 minutes against Honduras can and should be what should have seen were the other 5 halves in the other 2 games against El Salvador and Canada. I'm not saying we should have beaten Canada 5-0, but the way that we played, the adjustments that we made. And while I do think you give him a little bit of credit for recognizing his mistakes in the way that he approached Honduras in the first 45, this is more of a case of like, okay, but we should be finding ourselves in this kind of hole to begin with. So there's only so much you can praise him for presenting a solution to a problem that was avoidable in the first place. In that match against El Salvador, the first game, he was a little bit too cute. He was being a little too cute with his lineup selections. I don't know why guys like Tim Ream are still part of this squad. I don't care if we're playing Honduras or we're playing Anguilla or we're playing Belize. I don't see what kind of presence they should still have in this team. Greg Berhalter, he's a guy he's still calling up players like Jackson Ewell.
Why isn't Zardes getting a call up though?
I think he still may be biased or maybe even under some pressure in favor of the European-based guys, despite the fact that we won the Gold Cup this summer with an MLS squad. He's been a little bit reluctant to integrate more of those players than he already has into this team. I mean, we know Matt Turner, he started in goal for those 3 games. Yeah. But I would have liked to have seen more of a balance between those guys and some of the more European-based players who were given the summer off. Zardes, there's a bit of a stigma against Giassi Zardes in U.S. Soccer fan culture. I don't quite understand it, but as far as the U.S.'s performance in the September window go, because we want to wrap this up, it's kind of been like Jekyll and Hyde. It's kind of felt like the Twilight Zone, like really weird results. We dropped points where I didn't expect us to. We picked up points where I didn't expect us to. If you told me back in August we get 3 points in San Pedro Sula, you know what I'm thinking to myself? Oh shit, we're getting 9 points, aren't we?
Yeah.
In September. Because I expect us to beat El Salvador. Canada, I rate them higher than Honduras, but playing them at home versus Honduras away, I would have pegged the Honduras match as a little bit more difficult. But I'm glad the way that we responded the way that we did. It looked like we were heading for 2 points, being towards the bottom of the table. Heading into October, there would have been a whole bunch of panic. There's still a lot of criticism and there's still a lot of questions being raised over why we looked so all over the place this month. But I'm glad we came back the way that we did and stormed past Honduras in that second half. And I hope that getting this road victory, I don't know if you knew how important it was for U.S. soccer, but there was a really big emphasis on us wanting to win games on the road because we had only won 1 game on the road in qualifiers the entire 2018 World Cup qualifying cycle, and that was on the road against St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Ooh.
And, yeah, spicy nugget there.
Oh, St. Vincent.
So there was a lot of pressure, and I'm hoping that this win in San Pedro Sula, the first win there in 12 years, will be a breakthrough moment for this team's psychology, and maybe for Greg to get the message that he can't fuck around the way that he's been doing.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest with you, I think we have the means to be completely ruthless and take this Ocho by storm.
Too much chopping and changing, in my opinion, man. It's like he's playing FIFA Ultimate Team with the thing. You see what I'm saying? Like, you need to stop. You need to stop. You have a setter at 11. You have a backup plan for the next game. You have guys that you know have more stamina than others. And those guys are the ones that are going to be rotated. There's some guys that could play all 3 games. There's some guys that may only be able to play 1 from the start and come off the bench here and there. That's the problem. Josh Sargent is currently injured. So, that might be a blessing in disguise because this guy is not playing well at all. I'm going to just call him out. It might sound harsh, but he's not playing well. Look at Brendan Aronson came into the fold and bang, bang. You see what I'm saying?
Ricardo Pepi.
Pepi given a start. The man, how did he get 2 assists and a goal in that game?
Yeah,
come on, man. Like, come on. And what is freaking Josh Sargent doing? Like, you see what I mean? I think the U.S. missed the presence of a Matthew Hop in the team, a Hoppy, however you say his name, because he's a player that give you his all, man. He always, he's determined. He's determined. I think Greg Berhalter played guys out of position. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, you have the means. Play the players who play in that position and not trying to play Tyler Adams as a winger.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? These are the things that I don't understand with Greg Berhalter. Like, and if it wasn't for Fabian Coito kind of messing up there with changing his system, Honduras were on course to win that game, and the U.S. would have picked up a maximum of 3 points in the window because they would have fought back, maybe scrapped and get a draw. And 3 points going into October would not have looked good. 5 points don't look too good. 2 draws, but it's because Canada and Panama are right there too, and Mexico only just 2 points away. But the USA gotta get their act together, or else it could be 2018 happening all over again. Let me say this: the US does not want to find themselves in that playoff spot. They do not. They don't. Because what if CONMEBOL plays CONCACAF, and that's what it seems like it's gonna be, and you end up playing Colombia or Uruguay? You're done.
We're done. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
If we miss out Qatar, you're gonna find me in a hole somewhere, like just
that'll be a disaster. That'll be what, 14 years between 12 years between World Cup qualifications, 2014 to 2026, where you only make it as hosts. So the USA get your act together, or else it's total disaster.